Good morning, everyone. So today we'll tackle the topic about lateral thinking. So when you heard lateral thinking, what comes in your mind? So we all know that um, about the thinking. So lateral thinking is a kind of approach introduced by Edward de Bono. So Edward de Bono is focused on the concept of lateral thinking. So according to the books, Edward de Bono has written written 60 books into 35 languages on the topic of thinking. He also graduated in Malta University and born in Malta. So according to Edward de Bono, that lateral thinking is a kind of approach that is like thinking outside the box. It is a way of problem solving through an indirect and creative approach. Meaning the lateral thinking is like thinking outside the box. It also like you are looking for an answer or solution through through a lot of solution rather than traditional approach. When we say traditional approach, it is like a step-by-step process. According to Edward de Bono, that we must use lateral thinking rather than traditional thinking. One example of lateral thinking, for instance, in a business industry or in the mall, the other shop offer discounts and promotion. Ito yung example ng traditional. They offer discounts or they lower their prices for them to be able to market their product. That is the traditional approach that they apply in their strategy or para mas mabenta sila. While yung sa lateral thinking is nag-isip sila kung paano nga ba mas maraming customer na bumalik sa kanila or the retention of the customer. In lateral thinking approach, they offer or they create a loyalty program to the for all the retention or the loyal customer. So in that way, a lot of customer will come back to their mall or their um, in this generation, also in business or in the classroom or in the school, they used also traditional and lateral thinking. But according to Edward de Bono, um, he emphasized that we must use the lateral thinking because it is a creative way to explore and to look for an answer, not just one but a lot or a diverse approach called lateral thinking. Example, in a classroom management, in traditional way, the teacher create a rules or punished misbehavior, while sa lateral thinking naman is they create approach that the student can have an empathy or cooperation instead of strict rules or punish misbehavior. The teacher use role playing to have an empathy and the unity of the student. So in that way, the student can also learn and have a strong foundation to their cope here. To introduce the six thinking hats. When we say six thinking hats, is a kind of um, thinking hats. Six thinking hats is not literally means hat that we wear. It is six thinking hats that signifies each color. De Bono also introduced this kind of thinking because he believes that six thinking hats will help the organization, or for instance in a group discussion or in a conference or meeting. So according to Edward de Bono, these six thinking hats will help to have a unity, to get um, any ideas in each individual, and at the end, their opinion will, or their suggestions can help the to solve problems. So each individual has the right to suggest and to demand. Like in the PTA meeting, a lot of teachers and parents suggest suggest, and each individual or each parents have their own perspective of. After the discussion or the meeting, there's a solution that can direct to the problem and can resolve the problem. So let's know the six thinking hats, and each color has its meaning according to Edward de Bono. The white hats, according to the books, the white hats symbolizes facts and information. So when we say facts and information, it is about we look for a fact or information at first. Like what do we know, or what should we do next, or what we need to find out at first. Sa simula ng problema is iisipin mo or kung ano nga ba yung mga information na dapat mong malaman upang magkaroon ng plano sa isang problema para masolusyonan ito. The second thinking hats, color yellow. So yellow signifies sunshine, meaning there will be a better solution to a problem. First is the white hats. You look for a you look for an information, and the second is to look for a solution to a problem. The third one is the black hat. The black hat naman signifies its caution or risk. Yung mag-iisip ka kung ano yung mga dangers or mga possibilities nangyayari about sa isang problema. So doon pa lang sa black hat is mag-iisip ka na kung ano nga ba yung mga problem na pwedeng pumasok sa isang problema or maging barrier sa isang to solve the problem. So the next one, the red hat. When we say red hat, or the color signifies emotion or express feelings to a how do people will feel about the idea. So magkakalap ka ng information doon sa halimbawa sa organization or sa isang meeting, is magtatanong ko kung ano nga ba yung idea nila or mga suggestion or feelings na nararamdaman nila tungkol doon sa problema at maaring solusyon. Next is the green hat. So the green hat signifies growth. When we say growth, it is like we focused on ideas or possibilities na pwede natin gawin upang masolusyonan ng isang problema. So first is the white hat, symbolizes facts and information. Kung doon ka na nagkakalap ng information kung ano nga ba yung mga dapat nating malaman tungkol at kung bakit yun nangyari. And the second one, di ba, yellow hat signifies sunshine. Kung yung mga possibilities na solution na pwede nating i-apply doon sa isang problem. Next naman is yung black hat is caution or risk na maaring mangyari sa isang pag-resolve ng problema or isang barrier at dapat mapaghandaan yun. And dito naman sa green hat, which is the fifth, sixth thinking hat, pasok yung sinasabi na thinking outside the box ideas. Kumbaga mag-iisip ka kung ano yung mga paraan or maraming paraan upang masolusyonan ang problema using the lateral thinking, not the traditional thinking. Ito na magkakaroon ng fixed na solution sa isang problem tungkol doon sa mga napag-usapan nyo at napag-desisyonan nyo na solution sa isang problem. Last, six thinking hats is the blue hat. When we say blue hat, it signifies process. Ito na yung mga action na dapat natin gawin. What is the goal? What we should do next? So dito na tayo gagawa ng action after the discussion or the after mong mapag-isipan kung ano ba yung mga dapat gawin. So dito na yung papasok yung blue hat is the process. Ito na yung action na gagawin natin upang ma-resolvehan yung isang problem. Because we believe that Edward de Bono believe that using these six thinking hats will help or organize thinking into a clear rules. According to Edward de Bono, there are 4 ways of defining lateral thinking. Na nasulat is, number 1 is you cannot dig a hole into a different place by digging the same holes. If you are trying to solve a problem with the same strategy or approach, but it's not literally working, or it's not literally helping, so you need new approach. Dito na pumapasok na yung lateral thinking na ina-introduce ni Edward de Bono. So according to him, we need to find an approach that will suit on the problem. But he emphasized that you don't need to focus on one problem or one solution. You need to find more. Sa na-research ko, na example sa isang quotes na unang in-define ni Edward de Bono is, halimbawa sa isang memorization, you just keep on memorizing but hindi siya nagsisync sa brain natin. According to Edward de Bono is, you need to think what will be the next, or ano yung mga approach na dapat natin gawin upang mas mapabilis or ma-memorize natin yung isang ideas, or example, halimbawa nag-review ka. So as a student, I am short term, so I used highlighters, or sometimes I repeat for me to memorize the reviewer. So doon pa lang sa mga strategies na ginamit ko is pumapasok na doon yung lateral thinking. Hindi ka lang mag-focus sa sige, memorize, but I look for a solution for me to memorize the reviewer. And quote according to Edward de Bono, and the second ways of defining lateral thinking is lateral thinking is for changing and perception. It deals with our perspective. Or perception of each individual. Example of perception is to define the lateral thinking is yung sa chess game. Kung mapapansin nyo is maraming magaling sa chess, but mas marami ding hindi marunong, pero meron naman silang alam sa paglalaro nyo is mga basic lang na mga move. Ang isip lang nila is matalo yung kalaban sa alam nilang pamamaraan. But if you use your lateral thinking, you can beat the enemy using your lateral thinking. So hindi ka lang sabak ng sabak, kundi mag-isip ka din mga strategies kung paano mo ma-corner yung kalaban. Hindi isa sa mga way na sa pagkakalap ng lateral thinking is it is not just about rethinking, but rethinking not just looking for a solution, but you use your thinking method for you to have a approach or effective approach to the problem. The third ways of defining lateral thinking is the brain as a self-organized information system into a symmetric form. symmetric pattern. Takes out all the pattern, takes out all the pattern or ideas into a new one, into a new ideas. One of example of this scenario is like in puzzle. You are stuck in a puzzle. Why take a break for you to think what will you do? So you will take a pause or break for you to rethink the problem. So in that way, you can create or you can have an idea what are the solution to the when you take a break or pause. If you are doing the puzzle to complete it, is you must take a break and then you pause, and after that you can create in your mind that will help you into new ideas or patterns. All in all, according to Edward de Bono, that we must use lateral thinking, six thinking hats, and how we apply this into ourselves, and we can use this into a real world situation. So these tools are both valuable for education or business purposes or any kinds of situation. If you use lateral thinking in that situation, we can achieve a creative and effective approach. Thank you.